Thank you for watching this Medisoft tip of the week video. Today I'm going to show you how to change a chart number in Medisoft or some other codes in Medisoft if you want to be able to do that. And yes, contrary to popular belief, you can indeed change a chart number in Medisoft once it's been saved. So let me show you what I mean here. If I go into my patient list, you know that if you click on new patient, right, that if you leave this blank, Medisoft will go ahead and create the chart number for you as you're creating a patient. It uses the first 3 letters of the last name, the first 2 letters of the first name, followed by 3 numbers. And so as we use Medisoft, we're all accustomed to kind of searching on chart numbers, right? And we do it by the first 3 letters of the last name, first 2 letters of the first name. And that's usually how we quickly and easily find patients in Medisoft when we're working around in the program. But as you know, through different types of, maybe there was a staff member that didn't know that, and so they created their own chart numbers, or sometimes the patient's last name may change, or whatever. There is a utility or a tool in Medisoft that will allow us to go back and change chart numbers. Same thing holds true, like for instance, in the insurance carrier list. Sometimes, Medisoft by default will assign these codes, but sometimes we might want to change a code for whatever reason. There's also the same utility will allow us to change these codes and others throughout the program. But I'll show you how it works. In my demonstration here, I've got a patient named Tony Tiger. And for whatever reason, this chart number was created as ABC 123000. And of course, if I try to type in there, which I'm trying now, that chart number doesn't change, right? And of course, it doesn't follow the normal standard Medisoft chart number convention. So I want to change that to the normal chart number convention in Medisoft for this patient. So let me show you how that's done. First of all, we're going to go ahead and exit out of Medisoft. You have to be out of Medisoft. You're going to open your Windows Explorer and you're going to browse to the Medisoft installation directory. In this case, I'm going to browse to C, and then the Medisoft folder and the bin directory. By default, that's where Medisoft is installed. That's probably where yours is installed, although it could be different if you install it to a different location during installation. So I'm going to browse to see Medisoft bin, and alphabetically, I'm going to scroll down and find a file here called medutils, as in Medisoft utilities. Here it is here. I'm going to double click on it to run that. And very similar to logging into Medisoft, I'm going to choose my data set here. It's going to ask for my username and a password. And that's going to open up the utilities for me. Now, there's several utilities you can run, and in different videos, we'll cover different utilities here. But for this video, we're going to click on Power Tools, which allows us to change a chart number and other codes in Medisoft. So I'm going to hit OK here. Please make a backup. We run this all the time, and there's really nothing negative that happens from it. But just in case you mistype something or want to revert back to the way that it was, just make a backup. I'm going to continue without backup now. First of all, there's different tabs along the top. And if you want to change the chart number or change the insurance code that I mentioned to you a few minutes earlier, or change a procedure code, you have the ability to do that. We're going to change the chart number, of course, and so we're going to scroll down and we're going to find our Tony the Tiger. This is the bottom because that's the last patient that I entered into my system. And so you're going to see that it's going to recommend for this patient the normal standard Medisoft naming convention, chart number convention, excuse me, which it's already done. If I want to do it differently, I can of course type in whatever characters that I want to. But in this case, we'll just go ahead and let it select the normal standard Medisoft convention. So we're going to be changing it from ABC 123000 to the new chart TON-TI-000. I'm going to hit change. It's going to give me the warning message here, and I'm going to say yes. And that's it. It's going to go through Medisoft, and anywhere that old chart number was used, it's going to update it to the new chart number. And so sometimes it could take longer than it did here on my video, but it'll change it everywhere in the system. That's it. I'm going to click close. We're going to close out of here. I'm going to log back into Medisoft, and we're going to see here, if I open my patient list, that our Tony the Tiger here now has a new chart number. TONTI000. So that's how you change the chart number. Very similar, in fact, the same process if you wanted to change the code on an insurance carrier or a procedure code. So that's how it works. Hope that can help you sometime in the future. And thanks for watching our tip of the week video.
Thanks for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know if you have future video suggestions. And as always, call us with any of your Medisoft needs. We'll be happy to help.